All right, Coach, obviously you guys had the big win against Banks County, had to come from behind. Talk a little bit about the win and the momentum you can get from it.
Well, we haven't been playing great baseball as of late, and last night we went over there and won a game, and tonight we had another opportunity, and we're playing better. This team's a lot like last year's team because it's the same kids. They're just a year older. Score-wise, we've improved. We just hadn't seen it in the results, but it's part of a process. I feel like our kids are getting better, and tonight I just felt like tonight Noah went out and threw strikes. We didn't do a great job offensively adjusting to what we were facing, but we found a way to score runs, and I felt like our pitching kept us in the ball game, and I felt good about Jacob Reese, our freshman, going in and finishing out the last part of the seventh. So, our kids, one thing I had to say about these kids is they don't quit, and they deal with adversity, and they do it well. And I feel like, we should have some momentum out of this. We turn around and play North Hall Friday, and we got East Hall Monday, and we go back to the region one more time. So, we had some close games, North Hall in the first one, and, we can beat some of these teams, and I just got to get it where these kids understand it and believe that they can beat them.
Now, Coach, you talked about some of the adversity you faced. You talked about how you struggled a little bit in the season. What are some of the things that you've noticed that you guys maybe aren't doing as well this year as you have over the last couple?
Well, this year I think we're doing some things better than we did last year with the same group of kids, but it's not reflected in the score. Last year we had some games where we were getting run ruled a lot and often, and we were really overmatched. We had some freshmen and sophomore out there with some guys who were seniors and juniors, and we were just overmatched. This year we're a little more evenly matched. The difference is I've just got to get them to understand they can play at that level.
Right.
And they've got to gain confidence. And the hard thing to do is if you're not used to winning, it's hard to learn how to win. And that's the biggest thing we got to do is sometimes I feel like whoever we're playing against the name on their jersey and not the kids in them.
Right.
And I feel like that's one of the things I've got to accomplish here since we moved to AAA with my kids in my program is it's not the name on the shirt, it's the kids within them, and it's really who we are in our shirts. And I think once we get to that point, and it's a gradual thing, then I think we're going to see a better improvement through results.
Now, with the region coming up and obviously the more region games coming up, what are some of the things you expect to see out of your more familiar region opponents?
Well, we're going to face North Hall Friday. Those kids are very patient at the plate. They're not going to swing at bad pitches. They're going to make guys throw strikes. They're going to bunt. 1 through 7 in the lineup, they can lay it down. They got good speed. And they're going to put pressure on us defensively, and that's common. That's kind of how I left the program when I left it. It's those are the type of kids, and that's the attitude. We're going to then face East Hall home, and they're very much like us, and they're the same type of kids we have. We just got to go compete with them. Then we'll see Buford, and Buford's been ranked 1 all year. We've had one close game with them and one not so close game with them, but we're going to see 3 college pitchers when we go see them. I mean, whoever they throw out there as a starters guy who's going to be in a Division I program. And then we got Dawson, who we lost in the bottom of the 7th against, and then they blew us out the second time. So everybody in this next round is we're competitive with all of them. It just depends on which group shows up, and then if we can get over that hump and believe we can play with them, and the kids in the uniforms are not the names on the jerseys.
All right, Coach, well, I appreciate your time, and congratulations again.
Thanks.